Hey, everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining us for another session of the Hands of Death. Here, we've got our crew here ready to roll. How are we doing today, crew?
We're doing groovy.
A
So good.
boogly wiggly.
Yeah.
Will is already here. Amazing. Hi, Will.
Biggest fan. Our biggest fan.
Hello.
All right. So how's everybody doing? Did everybody have a good holiday? Like, we all good? Well,
Oh, I survived. It was a bit
survived.
chaotic, but it was good.
Yeah, I survived.
Yeah.
I'm currently surviving.
Currently surviving.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
How about
And
you?
it's New Year's weekend.
I had a
Mhm.
relaxing holiday. Yeah, it was pretty nice. Yeah, I'm super excited for New Year's weekend. Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, Egg Roll Buddy's here.
Hey, welcome in. Thanks for joining us.
Hello.
Hi, Egg Roll. How's it going?
Now I'm gonna have stage fright.
Okay.
You have to leave. Just
So
kidding.
yeah, please don't leave. So do we want to go over what happened last time? Anybody want to give me a recap? It was a pretty eventful session. Lots of
Yes,
stuff happened.
please.
Wow,
Yeah,
someone
I
else is
actually
going to
have
take this
no
away.
memory. Oh no. Let me see if I wrote down any notes. I don't think I did.
Okay.
I'm away from my usual setup, and so I have zero notes.
Oh no.
All right, I
Oh,
lied. I have
you'll-
thorough notes. Okay, I just wanted someone else to do it.
Okay. All right.
Oh wait, I'll read you my notes. They're really bad. Was it on
Tell
the
me.
9th?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, let me read you my notes because they're minimal and then you can take it away.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Meeting with Enoch to offer potion. Lily's gun is wet and I'm low on herbs, so clearly I didn't update my notes as I went.
Nice.
Beatrice is my name. And then the relic is Elsa Ghost Wife. That's
Wow. That's it?
it. Pretty bad.
Okay.
I could get better at taking notes.
All right, here we go.
You
So
go.
we got
But
the
I
elixir.
honestly
and
remember. I now
the
remember
time
what happened.
before last. The time before last, we got the elixir, but then Lily made a fake elixir, and that was fun. And it passed the test. We convinced Enoch that the potion was real. And then I kicked him in the shins. Forgot about that. Because we because we went up to the castle and it was exciting. Lily shot Enoch in the head and he died. And then Elsa tried to go upstairs, but we killed her before she could get up there. Esther gets the staff. Esther uses the staff. We defeat Elsa. Elsa has like a keyhole in her chest. Lily and Florence went upstairs. Urza attacks Esther on the floor. Surprise! I wrote rude after that, and is currently threatening Esther on the floor. But Esther has a snake in their hand.
Wow. That was a pretty fun cliffhanger.
Cool.
Yeah, it was. That was a good sesh. We really kicked a lot of ass.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, hold on. I'd like to
Shins.
push back against that statement a little bit.
Me.
Esther is
Okay.
extremely beaten up.
Okay, all right, there we
Our,
go. You kicked a lot
our
of ass.
villains
That is.
rolled poorly.
I don't know. I feel like Lily rolled great last time.
Yeah, but also our nemesis is rolled bad. So it was just like
It was a lucky time.
it was just yeah.
It's the only reason Esther isn't currently pasted to the floor.
Yes, and the reason Herza has attacked is because both Lily and Florence had ascended to the second level of this kind of sitting room you were in, supposedly going up to Enoch's bedroom. And so Urza was left alone with Esther. And so took that as an opportunity.
The most capable of the group, of course, although admittedly the most injured.
I feel like this is also important to note that Lily currently has the staff and Esther does not.
Thank you. Yes. I just want to remind people about the aspects that Enoch's castle has. It's big enough to get lost in, and it's also swarming with guards. Don't forget to refresh your fate point totals back up to their standard refresh rates based on how many stunts you have. And stunts are something we're gonna have to talk about today because we gotta get those figured out. Because I feel like you guys, you all
use
could
them.
have like more abilities and stuff if you wanted.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be so choice.
Excuse me. And I think now that we played for a bit, you have an idea of like, what's good and what's not.
It's
I don't
3.
know. I really
Wait,
like my
Nick.
2 out of 3, and you know what? I think I refuse to have a third one. That's right. Take that, GM.
All right, you literally lose nothing by getting a third one. So yeah, go ahead.
I have one, so
3,
yeah.
so I'm good.
Here, can I have a new stunt? Really good at crushing a snake's head.
Yeah, absolutely.
too
And it can
specific.
come up right now. All right. Okay, so we'll come back in. Ester is on the floor of this, the cold stone floor of this high castle up in the mountains. Snow falling all around. The scene is framed by this gigantic window that looks out over this snowy mountain range. Snow is falling in the background. Enoch's body lies in a slumped heap to the left, as well as Elsa's crumpled mechanical form. There is the dissipating smoke of Lily's confusion, like psychotropic drugs. It's slowly dissipating out of the room and wearing off. Separated pieces of hollow knights lay scattered about the floor in every direction. And Urza is leaning over Ester with Cosmo slithering out of his sleeve, slithering up to bite Ester on the neck. Do I have that right?
That is correct. And if I recall correctly, I have Cosmo, like, in my hand.
Yes,
Mhm.
gripped. Yes. Okay.
Can someone? I'm so sorry. Who's Cosmo?
That is hers
The
is
snake.
snake.
That's right. Okay.
All right. So, yeah. Let's. Excuse me. I'm drinking some liquid death, and it's hitting me. All right. Not sponsored. So
Should be.
let's jump back into the conflict here. And Ester, what would you like to do in this moment with the snake? Like this, so the snake's there. You're like barely injured, barely hanging on. Like literally, if you take one more hit of anything, you're gonna get knocked out, and that's bad. That can result in some pretty bad stuff happening. You could also concede, which lets Urza do what he wants with you in some respects, but you can't get killed, and you get fate points for conceding. It all depends. Or you can try to take the chance and fight off this last enemy who's revealed himself.
Oh,
Before
oh,
you do, can I just? Am I supposed to clear my physical stress or keep it?
Keep it for now, because everybody keep their stress boxes checked, because we're still in the same conflict.
Okay.
Thank you.
okay. Well, if I may.
You could do anything you want,
So-
right? You could try to
yeah,
make
yeah,
a appeal to
yeah, yeah.
Urza. Yeah.
So this was the grand plan. This, and I pressed my thumb like into the neck of Cosmo.
Mm-hmm. Urza like
This,
winces.
this is the,
Urza like
this is the
winces a bit.
extent of your ambition, Urza.
Ambition? He gives a grin. You really don't understand me at all. It has nothing to do with ambition. Shoot, what was your name? Ptolemy? What was your fake name? Lindworm. Lindworm. It has nothing to do with ambition, Lindworm. It has everything to do with making sure I clear up any loose ends.
Sorry. Can you say that one more time? Ambition.
Yeah. So yeah, he says it has nothing to do with ambition, Lindworm. It has everything to do with cleaning up some loose ends. And he's like wincing a bit. You're noticing like as you're pressing your thumb into the snake, it feels like a thumb is being pressed into Urza's throat as well.
Some loose ends. You're just following the orders of your Verdanthe?
He looks down at you and he gives you a look that's like, obviously. Like, it's a withering glare that's like, yes, you idiot.
I must say, I had thought you better than this. And I press harder. Is the extent of your ambition simply to follow them until what? You have some kind of minor dukedom? Are, do you have? Do you really think you'll replace Enoch? You are nothing compared to him. You'll simply be put back down, and you'll go back up the ranks, and then what do you have? Tell me, what do you have? What is this? What is this undeath that you plan to live the rest of your life? Like what do you truly want, Urza? And I release just a little bit of pressure.
Okay, so what you're trying to do here is get somebody who's actively trying to kill you to stop and have a discussion, right? So you can provoke him into trying to do this, right? But it's going to be hard. He's going to roll empathy to resist to see if you can even like annoy him enough to get the groundwork to open the door to this conversation. Because otherwise, he has a job to do and he's just going to do it.
Great.
Okay, so contest me. I'll roll. Man, I always forget. It's will. It's will that defends against provoke. I'll roll will against provoke.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh. What are we doing?
Well, let's see here. 34. Well, I guess I'm just gonna be, I mean, people are mine to use, and I think I'm just gonna add 2.
Yeah, that's good. I'm going to use a fate point to tag his aspect driven by greed. And I'm going to kick that up to 5 for mine. So we're back to 5 to 4.
Driven by greed. That's an interesting one.
So you the way you phrase the word, you phrase your statement here in such a way that it's incredibly manipulative because you've done this before because people are yours to use. And something in Urza's face just tells you that whatever he's been promised for completing this job is far more than what you can offer at the moment.
Well, everything I make is gold, as is this offer.
All right.
I'm gonna add another 2.
How does that manifest? Like, what do you say to bring that in? Because I feel like that needs a little bit of a justification.
All right. Urza, tell me exactly what you've been offered, and trust me, you will be offered far better, more, by people who will truly live and exist by the end of this year.
He pauses for a second. He pauses. It looks like he's considering. And then he says, all right. You basically hit the nail on the head. I've been offered Cardine itself. I get to take control here after Enoch's deposed. Or killed, he says, by unknown assassins. He grins.
And I loosen the grip on the snake such that I'm just sort of holding Cosmo.
Yeah. Cosmo, by the way, is not sitting still this whole time. He's, like, twisting around, like, trying to get his head into a biting position. Like, you're actively having to try to be like, don't bite me. Like, yeah.
And this from your Verdanthe?
He smiles and says, yes, the promise? Yes. And Marith makes a lot of promises, and he usually keeps them. Despite his brutality, he is an honorable fellow. What can you, lying here on the cold stone floor, bleeding out, offer me?
Oh, I will offer you very little. However, a much more powerful, sinister organization will be able to offer you more.
He's looking at you. His grin turns into kind of a grimace, and he says, I had suspected that might be the case here. It did seem too convenient that the 3 of you showed up when you did.
And Urza, the thesis of my offer is truly: do you honestly believe Marith will be alive and well at the end of this? By the time we are finished, by the time we're done, batched of handily, I should say, while you were hallucinating over there.
Okay, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna continue this discussion over on the next turn when we get to his turn. But for now, I want to shift over to Lily and Florence to see what they want to be doing. So you've opened the door. Okay. So Lily and Florence, you ascend up the stairs, this like spiral staircase coming up from the main sitting room that's wide at the bottom and gets narrower and narrower as it goes up until you eventually come up into a small room that's dome-like in its construction. And you can see is probably at the top of one of the major conical towers of the castle itself. Here you can see that there is a couple of small window slits cut into the castle that have had modern-day windows installed in them, so they can be open and closed to keep out the cold in some regards, although Enoch probably doesn't have to worry about the cold too much. There is a massive desk in here that is partially circular in its design, so it fits nicely into the side wall of the room. It has a number of different drawers, scattered papers all around, stuff like various maps and charts scattered about the desk itself with various inks and quills. There's a couple of ink stains on pieces of parchment, that sort of thing. There's a large bed with a very comfortable mattress that's like queen-sized, a couple of pillows, and a few assorted dressers. There's also a table over to the left with a couple of a couple of like mechanical pieces that you would assume would go to Hollow Knights, like discarded gauntlets and pieces of armor and stuff like that, as well as a small little green gem sitting there in the center of them.
Did you just say a gem?
I did, yes.
Okay, I heard gem, so I was confused.
Oh, well, I said GEM is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Like a jewel. Yeah, okay.
Like a small green gym for like fun little action figures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to start working out.
Oh,
or do
okay.
some
All right.
CrossFit.
Amazing.
And
Okay.
is Florence, are you injured right now? I can't remember. You were beat up, right?
I'm pretty beat up. I've got all of my physical stress boxes.
I do too.
Checked.
But I don't remember how, but that's fine.
In the
So we're
ensuing
tired.
fight, you all had some pretty close calls. Neither of you have actually taken any injuries yet. Those were mostly sustained by Esther, but
We love it.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, I'm sorry, Esther,
Do we
but
love it?
My guiding light, I'll let you go first.
excellent. And there's nobody in here.
no, it seems to be
Okay, great.
empty.
Awesome. I want to take a look at the desk with the drawers, and I want to open them up.
Okay, start flicking through them and stuff. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me a notice roll at difficulty 2. Well, that does not need it.
So good at noticing things. How about
I mean, you did roll a -1 on that.
I did. I'm like, I could use a fate point to notice things. I'm gonna leave it and say I'm not gonna notice anything.
Okay. So you're digging around in there, just trying to figure out what the heck's going on. And as you're moving around in there and like searching through stuff, you notice that actually both you and Lily notice that on the floor, beneath everything in the room, there is some sort of like a circle carved into the floor itself, so big that it goes around the entire dome of the room. Like it rings the room, carved into the floor. And as you're digging through the papers on the desk, that slowly starts to light up. There's like a faint green light that comes from it, and it starts to light up and work its way around the circle in a clockwise direction.
Is it quick?
It's not slow. It's not happening immediately, but it'll probably happen in like pretty quickly.
Okay.
I was considering your notice isn't going to go well. I was going to go to the desk as well. So assuming we're both in the circle, I'm gonna see that and promptly hop out of the circle.
So the circle goes around the entire room. It rings the room.
There is
So
no
yeah,
exiting the
Y-
circle. Okay,
you could
got
be
it.
like on the very edge of the room and be out of it, but yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna look around both shoulders and sort of back up so that I can see kind of the full picture of what's going on, and I'm hugging the wall.
Okay. What you see is that the green light is slowly increasing in brightness, and it's slowly making its way around the circle all the way. As Florence is like digging through the papers and stuff.
I'm like, Lily, go look at the thing on the desk with the mechanics.
Uh,
Trying to read these papers.
Florence, look at the walls. Look at the perimeter of the room. Something's happening.
Okay, so I'm looking around and I'm noticing this, and I dash over and I want to grab the gem.
Okay. You pick it up. It's a small green gem. It's glowing faintly with a greenish light.
Is it the same light on the circle?
It seems to be, but you don't know if they're connected.
Can I do a bookworm check on that?
Sure.
With my stunt?
Yeah, you can roll lore, I suppose. This makes sense. Yeah, roll lore. It's going to be a difficulty 3.
Whee!
Okay.
Ooh.
Success. So, you know what this is? This is it's similar to the crystallized like chunks of life energy that exist on top of the spires of Chandla, which is what draws all the ghosts up into the air like lightning rods to keep them out. So what this gem does is that it draws souls to it and keeps them bound there. And you're starting to understand exactly how the Hollow Knights were constructed, if you haven't realized that before. What is going on with the floor, you're not sure. The green light is the same. So whatever the circle's doing when it completes, it will release a massive amount of life energy, but you don't know if it's tied to the gem or what it's going to do as a result or something along those lines. It's a lot of life energy, though, so you would imagine that it kind of reminds you of when the Verdanthi brings somebody back to life.
Oh.
Could I do a quick experiment?
On your turn? Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah.
So I notice some of the pieces that you mentioned that could potentially be attached to like a Hollow Knight.
Mm-hmm.
So I grab one, just a piece, like a leg or something, and I don't know. I like hold it up into the green light. Is that possible?
That's
to
like
see if it reacts.
That's like going around the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. You hold it up. You can feel like there's definitely like ether, like energy coming from the green light. It's the same kind of like buzz you get in your teeth when you get close to ghosts, but it's not going into the boot. Okay, so Lily, you can still make a roll. Like you can take an action to make a roll. You've done some investigating, but you can actually make a roll here, or we can cut back down to Urza in the lower room.
Yeah, I don't have anything to roll, I don't think.
Okay. All right.
On that specific.
So cutting back down to Ester's side of things, Urza's considering this, Esther, and he looks at you. So what you're basically saying is that the Hands of Death could offer him more than Merith could. This is a pretty crazy suggestion. Are you lying, is what I have to ask. Like,
no, I'm not lying. I'm saying that I'm trying to imply that Merith won't exist. So how could he offer Urza anything?
Right, you're right. You're banking on the success of your organization. Okay. Okay. I think then this is a rapport roll, because you're trying to convince him of something. You know, you're trying to be friendly with him. I'm gonna say he's not actively trying to oppose you here. So go ahead and roll against will. So it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficulty 4. Let me just double check. Okay.
Nice.
Hold on one sec here. How do you defend against rapport, game?
Ideally, that's not something you have to ask yourself in like day-to-day life.
Yeah. Okay, I think it's just will is the suggestion here. Holy cow! Oh my gosh, she rolled a straight 4.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Didn't you get a 5?
Yeah,
Well,
but
plus 1.
you rolled four
Oh,
four
okay.
pluses.
Sorry.
They rolled 4 pluses.
Come at me, Urza.
Come at me.
Well, shit.
Or, wait. Stop coming at me, Urza.
All right. What do you say? What do you say to like finally convince him? You can see that you can see his face start to turn.
And I completely let go of Cosmo, and I say, "Look, Urza, Marathon will die, and he will die a permanence. Everything that you've been promised is nothing. The Hands of Death is far more comprehensive than you can imagine. It's far more comprehensive than I can imagine. I'm not even a part of it, but I've seen the perimeter of their outer workings, and listen, you're a smart fellow, and to be honest, I've grown to like you, so I would rather have you on our side versus a losing side. I think you'll do better for us than dying in a ditch somewhere, which is ultimately your fate should you follow Marith."
He looks down at you, and you can tell he's like considering his options, and he says, "How about this? I won't kill you. You and your companions leave, and then we pretend that we never met. I still get control of Caradine as Marith offered me. I don't have to betray my Verdanthi. And in the future, we can have a discussion about future possibilities."
Urza, that's all I wanted from the beginning, and if you'll recall, this is exactly what I said I wanted while we were in the carriage. That was no lie.
He sniffs. "If this scheme is to succeed, then you and your other 2 companions can't give me up. If you do, you'll lose a valuable bargaining chip in the future against Marith. Is that acceptable?"
That's acceptable.
I want to
I don't even
impress
ask
this. I want to impress this on you because he'll kill me.
And I want to impress on you. Do not even attempt to take it easy on us in the future. Should our paths cross, we don't want to be found out either. So, I would say that silence is mutually beneficial.
He gives a grin and says, "Well, that's just good logic." He steps back. Cosmo slithers off of your chest and slithers up his arm back into his sleeve. He puts a hand up to his chin, strokes his goatee a couple of times. He says, Yes, I think this could work. Either way," he starts mumbling to himself. He goes over to the window and looks out over Cardine itself. "Either way."
Yes, that's great. Now, will you hand me that bit of torn cloth? I don't know if you've noticed, Urza, but I am bleeding out. Oh, wait, you did notice.
Oh, yes. Sorry, my apologies. He'll walk over and, like, rip a piece of cloth off of a nearby pillow and hand it to you.
And I lay down.
You might want to have your academic friend have a look at that. If she has any skill for healing.
Advice is much appreciated. It's great doing business with you.
He's thinking. You can tell the gears are turning to try to figure out how he's going to tie up the loose ends. You're starting to guess, like, he's going to have to give some explanation. Like, he's going to need bodies from somewhere to explain about the assassins who died. He's going to have to clean up the loose ends of the two other conspirators back in Cardine. Like, there's a couple of things he's gonna have to, change, and also like you are effectively leaving him in control of Cardine. Whatever that does for the townsfolk is yet to be seen.
That's fine. I don't think Esther cares about that.
Yeah. Okay. So yes. He says, well then, so we'll drop out of the conflict so people can do whatever they want. Well then, he scratches his chin. What's next? Just put you on a wagon and get you out of here, off to the next Verdanthe to kill?
Not quite. I want his relic.
He glances over at the Elsa, and he says, I would imagine it's her.
So my companions are competence willing. They really are nincompoops, if I'm being honest, but they're terrifying nincompoop.
Yes, I can see you're definitely the brains of the operation.
Right. Well, if they have any level of competence with those brains, then they're searching for the key right now.
What are we doing, Lily and Florence?
Probably panicking a little bit
Mm-hmm.
about whatever
has
this circle's about to do.
Yeah, has this green circle completed?
It's about halfway through.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So it is
Did
okay. Well,
Did I not find anything with these papers? Like, anything useful?
You failed your roll, so you're still digging through stuff while this circle lights up.
Super.
allow me.
You could try again, or Lily could
if I
try.
may.
Yeah.
I'll roll a notice and I'll help you with the paper rummaging.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you want to help her, Florence?
Yeah, I do.
Don't forget,
Well, yeah,
also,
let's
you
do
could create advantages for each other, right? You could create free aspects, you could tag, and then, you could do all sorts of stuff.
I think
Like,
I
I
think
could-
Lily should create advantage of a helping hand, and
You could also,
two hands make lighter work.
yeah. So we can say that you can give +1, or you can try to create an advantage. The thing with creating an advantage is that you can fail, right? And then the circle has more time to light up.
Well, okay.
Mhm.
I'm feeling my traditional Lilith God, what am I? I'm I oh my God.
You're doing great.
When you do a thing without thinking about it?
Instinctual? Your instinct?
No, worse than that.
Impulsiveness.
Impulsive.
Ah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with my erratic, impulsive nature, and I'm just gonna grab the pile of papers because I'm like, there's no way you're gonna get through all of these, and I just whip them onto the floor, and there are just papers everywhere.
Oh.
Cool. All right.
So
you're
we
trying
can see them better.
Okay, so you're trying to create an advantage. Cool.
Yeah.
What do you think you should roll for that?
Let's see.
I have a thought, but I want to see what you're thinking.
I'm thinking. Oh. Athletics? No. Well, investigate or like physique or will.
Yeah, I think
Did I just say too many options?
I think physique makes sense.
Okay. Fine. Then I'm gonna do that. Ooh, whoa.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not great.
Ooh. I didn't even say the difficulty. So I'm gonna say it's difficulty 0.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll use a fate point. I'm gonna say that Florence is my guiding light, and I really want to help her get some answers because I know if anyone can find it, it's her. I just need to help her find it.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna add a new aspect then and give you 1 free here because you're spending it for the +2, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. Doing multiple things at once. I don't know why that keeps popping up. I gotta figure that out. All right. There we go.
I love that the idea of you spreading all the papers all around was the best idea, not grabbing the papers and taking them out of the room.
Oh, we're here. We're studying.
It's so good. It's very
I'm
teenager, and I love
impulsive.
it. You are. It's great.
Even if I don't know what the word is. That's Lily. Impulse control.
Okay. Paper spread all around. One for you, invoke. There we go. So then, Florence, you can make your notice roll at difficulty 2 again if you'd like.
All right, let's go. I believe in me. Ta-da!
All right.
Nice. You want to succeed with style? Well, actually, do you want
I-
to succeed at all is the question.
I do want to succeed at all,
Okay.
so we're gonna use it.
Cool. Simple. All right. So the paper, Lily walks up like strews the papers everywhere, throws them in clumps, and as she's doing that, Florence, you look and you notice that underneath a set of papers, as she throws it apart, is a silver key that just like gets thrown back into the air and lands into the center of the floor with a clanking noise, and skids
Ooh,
along the cold stone floor.
Gotta go grab that.
Yep. You grab that key.
Excellent.
Yay.
I got a gem and I've got a key. Now let's get out of here.
Okay. You guys want to return to the bottom floor?
Mm-hmm.
Lily?
Yeah, I'll follow
right.
Florence. Yeah.
You both rush back down the stairs, not knowing what's going to happen with the circle when it completes. Get to the bottom floor of the stairs and see Urza standing looking out the window with Ester lying on the ground, desperately trying to apply a piece of ripped cloth to their gaping wound.
Excellent. And
Don't worry about me. Everything's going great.
I found it. I found the key. So we can use it on Elsa. We can get your relic.
Great.
You don't seem enthusiastic. Are you okay?
I-
Also, there's a
Here.
circle upstairs.
A circle,
It's blinking.
Urza says.
Yeah, it's glowing and it matches the stone I've got here from the Hollow Knights, and it's like really quite bright. And anyways, I don't think we have much time because something's about to happen.
What does it do?
I don't know. It's just completing itself.
Well, do something, Urza says, gesturing with his hands.
Oh, why don't you run upstairs and check it out?
Ah. I need to make sure that we're not, there's no other hollow guards who are going to come close to our position, and he runs out the door to the room.
Okay, great.
Oh God. Esther,
Such a
let
coward.
me clean you up just a little bit. I grab my little satchel and get some herbs and dress your wound to help clot the blood.
Much appreciated, child.
So you can do this. Let's see. That you can either treat the lightning burns that Ester has, or you can treat the gut shot. The lightning burns are at difficulty 4, or the gut shot is at difficulty 6. I don't think.
I'm gonna go for the gut.
So Tony, your gut shot says it's healing, but you got that during this fight, so I don't know how that's the case.
I also don't know how that's the case.
It's because I tended to your wounds before we went upstairs.
But
Oh,
that
yeah.
was for the mild consequence, the shoulder.
God, you have so many wounds.
So many
the
wounds.
sh-
It was for
I
something.
I think the mild consequence for the shoulder happened a long time ago.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We healed that last session before you folks went into the this fight. So
But before I went upstairs, I helped them.
right,
That's true.
But they got the gut shot in this fight.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And it wasn't over till the conversation stopped. Okay, never mind.
Okay, well, maybe I made a mistake. I can just get rid of the healing.
Okay.
part of it. I'm holding the gauze that or this, I don't know, this pillow cover over my gaping wound, and I just sort of push away your hands, Lilith, when you go to that, and I just sort of kind of vaguely motion at all the horrific burns.
Are you sure? This one looks more serious. I could stop the bleeding.
It'll be better by morning.
What? You're insane. Okay. I put my potion back and I rummage through. and I grab a different vial, and then I should I roll for crafts or?
Yeah, go ahead and roll crafts, difficulty 4.
All right.
And Esther, you can get rid of that gut shot, or the mild consequence. Nice, got it. Okay, so you can get rid of the mild consequence, Esther, and then rewrite the struck by lightning to say that it's healing. So like healing burns or something along those lines.
Oh, child, one moment. You did such a wonderful job just now. Maybe.
No.
Also the gut.
We were healing the lightning burns. We were healing the lightning burns.
I vomit out some blood.
Yeah. Lily can try again for the gut shot if she wants.
Ugh, you are impossible. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure I vomit like directly on your foot.
You know, okay, I have you gave me something that I wrote it in my notes. Removes a consequence up to 2 shifts outside of combat or heals up to 3 levels of physical stress during a conflict. What was that?
Yeah, that was
I have something. I think it's just one of my stunts for my herbs, right?
It's not a stunt for your herbs. It's a special item you got beforehand. It should be in
How
your
would
items.
I not write what it was?
Was that in the temple? It was the
It wasn't the temple.
No, I've had this for a long time.
It was medicinal sludge, and you got it from Ernie. You got it inside Pericanas's books, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I rummaged through my purse and I noticed my sludge.
Yeah, so
And
that
then
won't help now, because the consequence is too high for that to count. Oh, you know what? I'll let you use that for a plus. I'll let you use one use for a +1 in treating this wound.
Oh, I wasn't gonna use it.
Oh,
I just
okay.
noticed it and then I put it back because it's not worth it.
Yeah, don't you dare stuff that inside me.
But I find something else. So here we go. I'll roll for crafts, and you said it was a difficulty 6.
Yes, that's right.
Oof, duh.
Oh, so close.
Do. Does anyone want to help me? Or can I use this well-licked wound? Wait.
You can.
Lick it.
You can
Lick
use
it.
that, and we can get rid of it.
I'm so sad. No, we want to keep that forever.
I'm completely
It'll
limp,
come back.
like not able to move, and I just say don't.
I'm gonna use the 1 free invoke for a +2.
Okay.
A well-licked wound.
Kicks it up to 7. All right. Esther, you can start renaming that consequence as well. That goes away at the end of the next scenario. So when you kill the next Verdanthe, that'll be gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, good job, y'all. I'm impressed. That was an excellent.
You know, I
looking
could
technique.
really be a professional healer at this.
You could. You
As
start
I
to think.
fade out.
Lily is really finding herself. She's really excited about growing up.
You're like, I could open up a shop.
That's.
I want to take a look at Elsa's heart.
Yeah. You see a tiny little silver keyhole right in the middle of her chest.
And I want to unlock it.
Okay, you stick the key that you found in the lock, give it a turn. There's a winding and clunking of gears, and you see a little hiss of air come out as the compartment is opened. The two halves of Elsa's chest plate slide back to reveal inside there is a velveted inlay in which sits a silver and gold spyglass. It gleams in the light coming in through the window.
I pick it up and I bring it over to Esther.
Esther, as soon as Florence gets close to you with the relic, you immediately feel the power radiating off of it. It is a relic of great power.
That give me that.
And I give it.
Okay.
I clutch it to my chest.
You found it. Make sure you record that you have that. Okay.
Oh.
All right. With that, what do we want to do next?
I'm like getting nervous. So I run up the stairs to peek at the green circle.
Okay. You run up right as you see the circle finish completing. It closes the line. There's a flash of green light. Florence and Esther, you both see like a wash of green light coming from upstairs. And Lily, you blink your eyes a few times as you're doing so, and then you look there and you see in the center of the circle Enoch's ghost suspended in the center of the circle.
Oh shit. Okay.
He stares at you, eyes hard, peering directly at you.
You guys, we've got a problem. I think Enoch's trying to come back to life.
What?
I'm like yelling. I'm yelling.
So
I'm not looking away from Enoch at this moment.
That decries like everything you all know, because the way it's supposed to work is when a servant of death kills somebody, they can't come back to life, right? That's it.
Hey, you're
Oh.
not supposed to be a what? Can you hear me? I'm speaking to Enoch.
Sorry,
You're rolling.
Tony, what were you gonna say?
Well, sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, we have to destroy the relic for that to be true, right?
Well, I think I thought the rule was, the way I've always understood it, is that if a servant of death kills somebody, they don't come back to life, but at all. But if the Verdanthi have the relic, then, or maybe not. Maybe you're right.
You need the relic to bring them back. So not destroying the relic means someone with the relic could bring them back. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's my understanding.
Yes.
That's what
Okay.
I
Yeah. That's right. You're right.
So-
You're right.
But this automatic respawn is different.
Yes. Yeah.
Like Enoch's on a respawn. We don't like that.
I just had in my notes that was not the case. But okay, that's fine. Let's do it that way. We're good. We're good. That makes more sense. All right.
Oh, okay. You guys have to destroy the relic.
What'd she say?
You're gonna need to. You guys. You're gonna need to destroy the relic.
I have to.
Okay, I got it. 10-4.
Enoch's ghost starts moving forward, Lily, and starts holding his hand up, and you see various pieces of the metal armor on the floor start to vibrate and fly towards his ghost.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
I turned to Esther and I'm like, what do you need?
What do I see around me?
You see Enoch's dead body, Elsa's discarded form, a number of Hollow Knight pieces all spread about, chairs, a divan, pillows, a wide window.
Professor, prop me up against the window.
Okay. We kind of like drag you over, prop you up.
I'm going to need Enoch's arm. The left one.
What? Okay. I'm
Keep myself.
from like the shoulder.
The elbow is fine.
The elbow's fine. All right.
The leg piece you were messing with earlier, Lily, vibrates and flies onto Enoch's ghost's foot. Just connects there. He gets dragged to the ground and touches down a bit. He turns around and looks at you. His eyes glow green, and he opens his mouth in a wide grin.
I run at him and grab one of his pieces.
I feel like you've forgotten that you have the staff.
I have the staff. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the staff. I don't know what to do with it.
You gaze upon your orb.
Have I? Wait, I never used it though. Did
You haven't used
No.
it?
Esther used
But I
it.
think it's
haven't
important that
used
he
it?
doesn't get it.
Okay. I chuck it down the stairs.
Okay.
I'm like, this needs to go far, far and away from this.
Florence and Esther
figure.
both see this stick come flying down the stairs. The staff clatters to the ground, rolls along the floor.
Oh my god.
We're safe.
Such an idiot.
Another arm piece flies into Enoch's grasp and slips onto his hand.
I draw a kill heart and I go towards the corpse
Okay.
and I start to slice the elbow off of his corpse. This is so gross.
All right. It's bloody work. But I think you can do it.
Wait, a ghost has blood?
No,
No,
I'm
the
just
corpse.
remembering a corpse.
Oh, his corpse is on the right. Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
Florence, you bring it down with one swipe and just whoosh, sever the arm right at the shoulder.
Or at the elbow.
At the elbow. Okay, excuse me, at the elbow. Fuck.
And I'm like, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. That's what I'm saying the whole time, and I pick it up and I bring it back over to Esther.
Do you hate this? Like,
Yeah.
Can you? I think what happens is you're like, as you cut through the elbow, is that there's a flash of whatever Enoch did to your brother.
Mm.
Oh.
Is that?
Yeah.
Would that be fair to say?
That would be fair to say.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I'm thinking about Ethan, and it's gross and I hate handling corpses, but I'm doing this.
Okay. Cool. Whack. The elbow and the left arm is over to you, Esther.
The rest of the pillowcase. And I motion towards the pillowcase that Urza had torn a piece off of it.
Mhm.
And the rest was just sort of sitting there. Wrap the arm.
All right. So I very carefully wrap the arm. It's like bloody and it's soaking into the pillowcase.
Mm-hmm.
And I bring it back to you.
Oh, this is gross.
One of the drawers, Lily, opens up in the big desk, and a large golden mask faceplate that looks similar to the Hollow Knight's, but is a little more regal, flies onto the Enoch ghost's face and fixes itself in place. You hear like a raspy breath come out of the faceplate.
No. I have my shoulder out and I just run at the body to see if I can split apart the pieces and run through the ghost.
You're gonna just try to like, okay, just like full on tackle. All right.
I'm like going in like with my shoulder and like my eyes are shut and I just run at it.
Okay, let's do athletics for that. I'll roll opposed with Enoch's ghost.
Oh shit.
Actually, this is going to be... He's not expecting you to do this. This is going to be passive opposition. So it's difficulty 2.
Well, all right. Okay, then I'm going to do... I'll use a fate point because I do what it takes. I'm a fighter survivor.
Okay, cool.
And, oh, wait. I also feel like my psychic medium abilities could also... I don't know. When I'm interacting with ghosts, I have...
You can use empathy to try to control
deeper
ghosts.
connection.
Yeah, so you went for the physical solution here, but you could definitely use those in the future.
All right. Well, let's see. I'll do a +2 then, and I will do does what it takes.
Okay, you charge forward, slam into Enoch's ghost. You feel the cold rush and like a buzzing through your teeth as you fly through his ethereal form, and there's a splang as like all the metal pieces go flying in different directions, and there's a roar that comes from the ghost, like a raspy like ah, as the golden mask like flies off and clatters to the floor. Esther, will cut back down to you.
I realized I actually wanted you just to like place the arm on a bed of that pillow sheet, and then I say, remove the radius and ulna And get me Elsa's left pinky finger.
Why is this one so complicated? And I rush over to Elsa's body, and I
Can't rush art.
Oh my God.
and I get Elsa's mechanical pinky detached, and I go over, and I'm like, "What do you want to do with the radius?
Remove it.
Remove it." Okay.
Ugh.
Ew.
Chop, hack.
While
Yep.
while you're doing that, I take the pinky and the little telescope, and I slam the pinky through the glass of the telescope.
Okay.
I hate this.
It embeds into the spyglass, shattering the glass.
Place this in the arm, and I hand the spyglass over to
And me. My name's
you.
Florence.
Because we have too
Yes.
many names.
We're
Sorry.
doing names. It's great. We're
No,
doing
we have
great.
too
Okay.
many names now. It's hard.
We're doing it.
And once you have that accomplished, which I imagine is awful,
Sticky.
I then take the pillowcase that the arm sits upon, and I simply close it, and I press my hand down upon it, and let go.
Okay. So, describe to me what this final product looks like.
Well,
Monstrosity.
it is simply a wrapped arm from the elbow up. The Elsa's pinky has been embedded within the telescope, which has been embedded within the arm. None of which you can see.
Interesting. Okay. I think you got to make a crafts roll here to see if you can unmake this thing.
Can I roll it with help?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You can definitely roll it with help. Let's do +1 for that, and then it's going to be difficulty 4.
Yeah. And I have a question for you. So I do have a stunt called Mesmerizing Creation, which the description is neutralize a relic.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Is that just what the stunt is, or does that give me any bonuses to craft or anything?
I think it just allows you to neutralize relics. It's why the croissant trick worked. But yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So sorry, you said difficulty 4 roll crafts.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a fate point and help you here because I find Ester's creativity inspiring.
Nice. Okay.
Wow.
So +1 puts it to 3, +2 more from that puts it to 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. So give that fate point to Esther. Esther will get to use it after the scene's over.
Nice.
Okay, so with that, you cover it up, the spyglass embedded with the pinky, unable to see anything anymore, bound in the hand of the one who bore it for so many years sailing across the sea. You feel, for a brief moment, a shudder come out of it, and then all the power just dissipates out of the spyglass. It becomes, in your opinion, Esther, a useless hunk of junk. A discarded thing.
I go to give Esther a fist bump.
I think I black out.
Yeah. Lily, back upstairs, you watch as Enoch's ghost shudders for a minute after you've like blown all this off of him. Shudders for a minute and looks down at you. And you can see like pure rage forming in his eyes as he does so. And then he pauses for a sec as if like a cord has been cut somewhere, and he like freezes in the air. He just gets this million-yard stare in his face, and then his shoulders slump. He looks at you, and he says, you feel him say through the ether, So it's either come back without my consciousness or not at all. How clever. How concise. There's a loud sigh that escapes his mind, and he says, I only ever wanted to see her again. I hope that I will. And there's a few moments that go by, Lily, and then Enoch's ghost slowly dissipates and fades from this world in a wash of green smoke. Unless, in these final moments, you wanted to do anything to it.
I'm stunned and shocked. So I mean, if I can roll for empathy to dig a little deeper into who Enoch's talking about.
Well,
I would.
you assume it was Elsa, his wife, that
Right.
that Urza told you about.
Yeah, I'd say I'm having an internal conflict. Like, I guess there's part of me that feels sorry for Enoch. But no, I don't do anything.
Okay. In that case, his ghost disapparates and is removed. The green circle, the light coming from it, dies down slowly until it fades out entirely. And you are left in the room with an eerie silence hanging in the air.
I walk over slowly to the face mask.
Uh-huh.
And I pick it up and kind of look at it in awe.
Whatever it was, it's technology that you haven't seen before. It must have been something Enoch developed on his own.
So glad we didn't have to fight that again.
I imagine Florence hears all of those pieces fall to the ground and it makes a big clang.
Yeah.
You okay?
But I'm just stunned in silence, honestly. I'm just looking around whoa, what was that? Unless you come up to me, I'll eventually make my way downstairs.
I'm making sure Ester's fine.
Oh,
they passed
fair.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they passed out after that, but
You're coming back down to me tending to them.
I'm gonna bring the face mask with me.
Lily, you come back downstairs, this face mask in your hands.
Hey, oh, what happened to Esther?
Well, we took care of the relic, which I assume you noticed.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
Yeah. Don't forget your staff over there.
Could have gone a little faster, but it's fine.
Well, Esther was feeling extra creative and had me running around chopping off arms, opening up arms, making new things.
Arm?
It was gross. It's fine. But you know what? Screw that guy. He's gone forever now.
Well, believe it or not, Enoch, I saw him. He was coming back into some strange Hollow Knight green goblin form. It was crazy.
Whoa.
I don't think he'll be doing that again. Urza ran off.
Oh. Coward.
Yeah, I would have chased him down, but I was too busy helping this sad sap. I kind of kick Ester just very slightly with my foot.
Wake up.
You are something, aren't you? What a teammate. Well, thanks anyway for destroying that relic. I'm talking to Ester even though I know they can't hear me. Have you heard of this happening? I mean, no one was trying to bring Enoch back to life. I mean, we had the relic. I've never seen anything like it.
Can I see the mask?
Oh yeah, look, this I found this. I hand it over.
Can I do a bookworm check on this?
Totally. Yeah, you can roll lore. This is hard though. It's going to be difficulty 6. It's unknown technology.
Yeah. Maybe I can figure out something. Let's see.
Oh, so close.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna use my Professor of the After. I'm gonna dig deep into my brain for what I could theorize this is about and use it the fate point.
Use your giant brain. Okay.
Use my giant noggin. Give me a +2.
Yep. So that gets you up to 7. So, you're starting to put the theory together now, Florence. The Hollow Knight guards must have been using the souls of dead people that Enoch reincarnated, but didn't bring back with into their original bodies. So somehow he figured out how to modify the like lightning rod technology that the Church of the Verdant uses to keep the ghosts out of Chandla. He figured out how to modify that to make it work as an attractor for the spirits of the dead and drew them into these Hollow Knight bodies, which is, how they were powered and how they walked around. That green gem you're holding is probably the exact focus needed to draw those things together.
Right.
Enoch's ghost, in this case, what happened, you would imagine that somewhere beneath the floor, underneath that room upstairs, there's a gem of commiserate size buried inside the stonework that would draw Enoch's ghost to that place if it was ever released from its physical form. So he created a soul trap for himself that he could then use to basically slip into a new body should he be killed. It makes sense. He was paranoid. He was always worried about people out to get him. He would have built some sort of failsafe, especially if he had access to this technology.
Right. That's kind of cool.
Cool.
And it also, it has echoes of the same kind of rituals that Ernie and the Oscar Pericanassus were trying to perform back in Chandla.
Right.
Except they managed to transfer their spirits into entirely new bodies. They were a little bit ahead of the game. Enoch was only part of the way there.
He was
I'd
brilliant.
rather be a green ghost than a blob of sludge or a bug.
That's true.
He must have figured out a lot of stuff in his travels. Must have seen a lot of things.
I feel like we need to.
Yeah.
Oh, are you awake?
Just a little celebratory. Oh,
Hey, you're
I pass back out.
or not.
I feel like we need to take all of his notes and make sure this stuff is destroyed. This isn't good.
Make sure the technology's ruined?
Yeah.
Okay.
Destroyed, or should we bring the note? Did you say bring the notes or destroy the notes?
Destroy the notes.
Destroy the notes, but wouldn't knowing how it works be helpful to the cause? What if other people are doing this? It's clear that people are toying with death and resurrection in ways that we had no idea.
I don't want to make it easy for other people to figure out how to pull their own soul back from the dead without having a body.
That's fair. I'm gonna actually compel. See, I don't want to compel Florence because that would force you into a decision, and you don't have any fate points to resist me. But I will say that it does cross your mind that this might be a way to get your brother back without the Verdanthi's involvement.
Right. Yeah. I think you should compel me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then take a fate point and I'll compel Professor of the After. Experimentation, forwarding of the science. It's always worth these sorts of risks.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you're right, Lily, and maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we can study this. Maybe, you're starting to think more like a scholar now. And
well,
You're growing, and it's good.
Oh. Anything I can do. I really, yeah. I think that there's lots of knowledge to be had up there.
And Florence doesn't like meet your eyes when she says this. She kind of is like looking to the side.
I don't notice that at all,
Yeah.
even though I'm so empathic. I just trust you so deeply. I would never. I would
Danger.
never. I would like to try and make some kind of observation as to the swarm of guards. Is that still a problem for us?
You like look out the window, the wide window of the castle. You try to look down on the courtyard and stuff, see if you can figure it out. You can see a couple of Hollow Knights still walking around, so you would guess that the spirits inside Florence, since Florence understands this now, when they're constrained into the Hollow Knight guards, they're given specific orders, and those orders can be changed, but until they're told to do something else, they follow those orders implicitly. So
Enoch's death did not affect their mission.
no, they're still fully in operation.
Okay.
We definitely need to figure out how to disarm them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how about you start rummaging through the papers upstairs, see if you can find any information regarding these bodiless resurrections, and I'll look for maybe some information on getting these Hollow Knight guards off our backs. What do you say?
I love it.
And Esther, you could pitch in too. I don't know, maybe think about waking up.
Esther, you slowly, groggily wake up to Lily yelling at you.
Oh, no, Esther does not slowly wake up.
Oh, okay.
Are we back yet?
Hey, pal, drink this. I chuck a vial at you.
Hey, pal.
I think it just hits me.
Conk.
It'll put a spring in your step, I promise. We could use the another hand looking through these papers.
Great. And I weakly drink whatever it was proffered.
What is it, Lily?
Coffee.
Okay. All right. It's cold coffee.
Like cold brew.
Yeah.
I was saving it for like a special occasion, but I'm just fed up.
This tastes disgusting. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, never feed me that again. Ugh, you insolent child. Ugh. Ugh. And I pull myself up.
Yeah.
It's at this point that Urza comes back into the room.
Oh, great.
How are we doing? Nothing's blown up yet, I can see. Seems like everything's in order. I checked around downstairs. The Hollow Knights are still walking around, but other than that, everything seems to be all right.
We're working on it. Enoch has been disposed of permanently.
Good. Then our little arrangement can go forward.
Little arrangement.
Yes. Your friend here
I'll
informed me as to your true identities.
Oh?
I
And I look at Esther, and it's a glaring kind of look.
I'm glaring right back.
Don't make me kick you in the shins.
Urza just gives a smile. And he says, no need to, get uppity. We've come to a perfectly reasonable arrangement. You all have gotten exactly what you wanted out of this exchange. The Verdanthe is dead. I can take control of this region, and we can all go on our merry way. What's more, as far as I'm concerned, you all died in the assault. It's perfect.
It is perfect.
It's
Thank
perfect.
you for your fine cooperation, Urza.
Of course. Anytime.
So you want to get us out of this castle then?
Yeah, but also, do you know how to use the Hollow Knights, or are you just going to let them roam around forever?
Well, I don't know the exact specifics, no. But there are a lot of people in Marif's employ who can research these sorts of things. I'm sure they'll have the technology up and working soon.
And are we comfortable with that team?
Who
I
cares?
roll my eyes and walk up
Get
the
out of here.
stairs. I'm annoyed.
I'm annoyed too. I follow you up the stairs and I get all the paper I can get.
I just start.
and I
Yeah, I just
stick it in
start
my
reading
bag.
papers.
No, I'm taking it with me.
As you guys are like going to head out of the room, Urza will say, "Up, hold on. I'm going to have to ask that you respectfully don't go up there again. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff up there that my people will need to look over, and I want to keep it as intact as possible."
I slowly turn my head to Esther, glaring.
Yeah, I feel like this is Esther's move.
Fine. Fine. Come on,
No,
you two.
not
We're
fine.
leaving.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Not fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Not fine. This is important technology that we're just handing to the enemy when they stroll in here asking for it.
Is no
Esther,
longer an
we're
enemy
running
as we are
out.
no longer his enemy.
The Verdanthi.
How'd you do that?
I can be persuasive when I want to be. Now we are leaving.
Okay.
It
don't
was the
think this
desperate plea of a
deal
dying
carries
person. I had to
weight.
honor it.
So honorable.
So honorable. So brave.
I must say, as much as I enjoy your company, I hope we don't see each other for some time.
You know, I feel the same way.
Cool. I pick up the
I don't
winter stuff.
understand politics.
I mean, yeah. So like, you guys could just be like, no, fuck this, right? And you could deal with this, right?
want-
You could renege on the deal and go back, but
How about I grab my crossbow and I aim it right at.
What do you? Okay, no.
are we escalating? Like, what are we doing?
We're not escalating. Let's get out of here.
I'm not gonna fire. What if I just got it out?
No,
like
That's too
I
threatening.
think
Florence?
both Florence and I like push the crossbow down.
We're like,
What you got? Hey, no! What's
Uh,
wrong with you guys?
let's
What's
go
wrong
with
with
it,
you?
with whatever Esther has done here. Let's just go with it and see what happens.
Kill this guy in 2 seconds.
We don't need to kill this guy. Someone needs to run this town.
You're leaving now, and that is that. Now put away that thing.
All right, yeah, let's get out of here.
Someone's pushing me out the door.
I suppose it makes sense that 3 assassins would be a little trigger happy. Urza says, steps to the side. I shall bring you down to the bottom floor. You all start heading out to the castle. You would have gotten lost in it. Urza leads you out through the twisting rooms and hallways back to the front gate, where Elsa first welcomed you in. You find that the wagon is stationed there. Urza says, "Feel free to take the wagon. I'll send notice to my subordinates to come and collect me up at the castle. No worries."
No worries.
All
Have-
right.
Have a pleasant and lovable trip back to civilization.
A lovable trip.
If we do ever meet again, remember, we will meet as enemies, but if you need any assistance in the future in dealing with Marith and your plan is sufficient enough, which I will be the judge of, I'd be happy to help.
And I think I just smile at him and give him like a short nod.
I don't
Florence
look at
gets
him
in the
at
wagon.
all.
Farewell.
In fact, I think I reach out my hand and clasp his.
Okay. Yeah, he takes it. Shakes your hand.
To profits and fortune.
To profits and fortune, my friend.
God.
All right. You all climb back on the wagon. Who's driving it?
Me.
Okay. Florence.
Okay, thank goodness.
Florence snaps the reins of the horse, and it starts to clip clop its way back down the mountain, back towards Cardine. Urza waves goodbye merrily as you descend. All right. With that in mind, let's pause our story for a moment to do a little growth and talk about milestones.
Milestones.
Wow.
Okay. Where are you? Defining milestones. Okay. So I believe we've crossed the Rubicon into a major milestone. This is the second Verdanthe that's died. It's the first Verdanthe whose death will cause a big stir. Political allegiances will shift. You yourselves have made decisions that will shift the political allegiances of the world. I think this applies. So it comes up. This doesn't come up very often. And here's what happens when it does. So if you have any extreme consequences, you can rename them to start healing them. Nobody does, so we don't need to worry about that. You take an additional point of refresh. So everybody on your sheets, increase that refresh value from 3 to 4, right? Wow. So you can get a new stunt for free, or you can get 4 fate points at the beginning of a session now instead of 3, which is real nice.
Oh, I want fate points.
Yeah. You can now advance a skill beyond the campaign's current skill cap if you're able to, thus increasing the skill cap. Of course, you still got to obey the pyramid that we talked about from before.
Right.
Gosh.
I can just add +1 to a skill. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. You can add +1 to a skill. You can also increase it beyond the skill cap, which in our case is 4, right?
Okay.
Okay, I need to increase the game refresh or else it's going to scream at me.
Okay.
How do I do that, game? You can also all clear your stress boxes. Those are dealt with.
Can I ask my team for a vote? I'm gonna just bump up one of my 1s to a 2.
Nice.
I'd like it to be one that makes sense for my character first of all, but I also want it to be useful. But it's like I use all of these, so it's like I don't think I'm gonna do burglary because I haven't done enough of that in this game. But investigate, notice, physique.
I think any of those would make a lot of sense for what you've.
Will. I know. That's why I can't just.
I feel like your will should be improved by 1 because you've been very willful.
But when do I use will?
You use it to defend against emotional attacks. So
no one emotionally attacks me.
The next arc will feature a lot of emotional attacks.
Perfect.
Oh, great.
Done.
Just as a little preview. Yeah.
Attack me. Great. Done.
So you could put it to will if you wanted to.
Oh wait. Oh, just kidding. Cool. Got it.
You folks are also going to get a significant milestone after this, so you'll get You'll get the ability to increase another skill anyway, if that helps your decision.
Okay. I'm gonna use the restroom super fast. BRB.
Okay.
Can you remind me what did I use when using that staff? Shooting weather out.
It was crafts.
Okay.
And actually, yes, you have the staff, so I should see if I can add that extra to your sheet. Or Lily has the staff. I'll add that to the sheet.
Well, I mean, I feel like
I have the staff.
Unless someone does something in particular, I'm going to want it back. I'm down to have a scene about it if you want, but like
I think we should have a scene about that. Yeah, I think it's important who gets this, and I'll throw it onto whoever character sheet we come to agreement about.
I'm gonna improve my athletics by 1 because it was 0.
Okay. Cool. All right.
No.
And then the last thing you can do with the major milestone is you may rename your character's high concept if you want, which shows
I'm sorry, you'll have to tell me that one more time.
If you want, with this major milestone, you can rename your high concept, which is usually an aspect you can't change, with milestones, but for major milestones you can. Like if you think your character has changed sufficiently enough. I don't think anybody's characters have hit that point yet. I don't think there's been any, but maybe, I could see a few people being like, "Wait a minute. I think I have."
No,
mean-
I think I'm okay.
Mine's the same.
I'm just
I
curious
mean-
if you have any thoughts on this. Maybe like, how do you feel about like changing an obsessed artist who finds success in death to an obsessed artist who finds success in myself or something like that?
Yeah,
Is that too broad? Or I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Esther has been doing like a lot of like, I feel like the greed has been growing, I guess is what I'm saying.
I feel like we need to reframe it then to be more specific, like an obsessed artist who finds success working with relics, right, or something like that, right? Something to reflect the medium, maybe,
Hmm.
or maybe
I'm also
something like
feeling like less angsty personally.
an obsessed and vain artist, right, or something along those lines.
I mean, I already have a striking vanity.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I need to out into that, but I'll think on that.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, and then let's do a significant milestone as well, because this is at the end of a scenario. So with a significant milestone, you get 1 additional skill point, which you could spend to buy a new skill at +1 or increase an existing skill by 1 rank, as long as you obey the skill pyramid. And if you have any severe consequences, you can rename them to begin the recovery process, if you haven't already, but we already have. You also get a minor milestone with a significant milestone, but we'll go over that in just a sec.
wow, lots of milestones.
It's a big deal, big ending,
I'm gonna up my notice to a 2. No,
Oops.
stop rolling.
Sorry.
Oh, I thought that was me.
Athletics is what you roll against like combat.
Yeah.
Correct?
Most fight rolls you defend with athletics most of the time.
And fight would be if I was to do like a melee attack.
Shoot is for
Okay.
ranged, fight is for melee.
Okay.
Okay, just kidding. I'm gonna upgrade my deceive because that works for the pyramid.
Cool.
I've been doing so much lying lately that this makes sense.
True.
We
I'm
spent several
feeling like
days
I'm
in
bulking
disguise.
up.
Amazing.
I'm gonna do. Oh, do I want to do athletics or fight? I'm gonna do athletics.
Ooh.
I think, yeah, because I've been getting a little. Oh wait, no, that messes up my pyramid.
Oh yeah, you
I
can't do
thought
it. Yeah.
I can't. Okay, JK, Rowling. Sorry, never. Let's see.
Can you upgrade one of your 2s to a 3?
You can.
That's what I just did.
Yeah, you can do
But
that.
But then I had 3 and 3.
Yeah, that's fine. You just can't have
I'm
more of a higher
confused.
value than you do of a lower one.
The Foundry will tell you if it works or not when you press save.
Oh well, okay. Fab.
Technology.
What did you do, Esther?
I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe I added one to rapport, but that doesn't feel right. Like, I'm trying to
Let's
think of
see.
like what Esther has done, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Right.
I feel like your physique has had a lot of damage done to it, or athletics.
I
Like
mean,
you've taken a lot of damage, you've done a lot of athletic things.
that does sound right.
And you're at 0s on both, so you'd be able to get a 1.
Yeah, you guys
Mm.
really leave me hanging. I'm gonna change my angsty teen earlier. I'm just gonna change it to fiery.
Cool.
I feel like I'm less like sulky than I was in the beginning because I'm like finding purpose in my mission.
Ooh, how
And that
about
feels
driven?
good. Driven
Yeah,
sounds
like there's a little
too
person like driving you around.
But you have like such a clear objective.
driven sounds too clean.
Okay, nice.
Like I don't want to be. So yeah, I'm gonna go with fiery because I still feel like that angst is there. But like, yeah,
Okay, sounds good.
very subtle change.
Fiery teen who talks to ghosts. I think it's fine.
I don't. If no one likes it, that's okay. We can do something
I like
else.
it.
No, yeah, I like it. I think it's good. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm gonna keep having 2 stunts.
Okay, but what'd you do for your skill increase, rapport, and
I decided to put it into physique.
okay,
I think that kind of makes sense given everything I've been doing during at
Yeah.
least this particular campaign.
the swimming, the wrestling, yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I hate that Esther was wrestling, but yes.
All right. So after that, you also get the advantage of a minor milestone, which is switch the rank values of any 2 skills, or replace one average +1 skill with one that isn't on your sheet. You can do that. You can choose to do one of the following. So you can do that. You can change any single stunt for another stunt, which we won't worry about. Purchase a new stunt, which we also won't worry about because you guys aren't at the maxes anyway. And then rename one character aspect that isn't your high concept. So you can choose to do one of those 4 things.
Ooh.
So it'll probably be switching skills around, but I don't know
Yeah,
if there's
that's what I'm gonna do.
anybody has an aspect that they want to work with.
Hmm.
Thanks for hanging out with us, chat. Obey the pyramid. Yeah, well, you got to obey the pyramid.
I wonder if I should change my trouble from I'm too old for this to like something about like muscle memory, like things are coming back. But it still needs to be a trouble, right? Like a negative.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Trouble has to be your trouble.
I think I'll leave it then
Okay.
because it's kind of funny.
Okay.
But I do feel like it might be kind of cool if your trouble reflected your brother in some way. Just a thought. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe hacking off Enoch's arm really brought the idea of revenge to the forefront, right? Maybe you're like, yes, they do deserve this.
Oh, that's
Whoa.
good. That's dark. Okay, let me think about this for a second.
Okay.
Let's see.
Did you
I
say?
like
I know you.
they deserve this.
Yeah. Are we? You said to clear physical stress.
Yeah, clear all your stress boxes. Those go away when the conflict ends. Anytime a conflict
we-
ends and I'm like, we're done with the conflict, clear all your stress boxes.
How about fate points?
Fate points don't come back.
Okay.
Not until next session. But next session, you'll get 4 instead of 3.
Incredible. With great power comes great torment.
Whoa. Whoa.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's really good, actually. That's a good.
Wow, I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's really good.
Whoa.
As a trouble, I'm like,
I don't know if it's a
Pretty fun.
trouble, but I think renaming one of your other ones would be sweet.
maybe my first adventure. Maybe instead of death is the answer.
With great power comes great torment. Yeah, I think so.
Uh-huh.
Because I feel like that's like a kind of a variant that of perhaps death is the answer. That's maybe a little more true to how you've been playing,
Yeah.
Florence.
I don't know how I'm gonna tag this later, but I'm just gonna change it and see how it goes. Okay.
Yeah, we can
I'm into it.
workshop it.
That's a great idea.
I think that can come up anytime. Like that can come up. That can get compelled pretty easily, right? Because that can come up anytime. You should be cool and collected in the face of a Verdanthe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you see them enact some injustice against somebody, then you'd be compelled to step in, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think that's pretty good. Okay, cool. Is everybody good with their minor milestones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody's made their upgrades and stuff. Great. In that case, so as you're all heading back down to Cardine in the cart, the matter of the staff rises forefront in all of your minds. What are we doing with it? What do people want to do with it?
I'm holding it again, and I'm like looking out the window, going pew pew pew.
It's just a it's just like a wooden cart. There's no windows, but yeah, that's I get it. You're like sitting there being like pew pew.
Can you remind me
Yeah,
exactly
like I'm
what
playing
the
with
staff
it and
looks
just
like?
like pretending to.
It is a single solid long piece of wood that's about 5.5 feet tall, and it has a gnarled, twisted top at the top of it that looks like a hand reaching up toward the sky and clutching the clouds.
Oh, it's cool. All right. So I'm looking at it while you're like pointing around, and I'm like, I think one of us needs to use this, and I don't think it should be me.
Look at me,
Well,
I'm
I
a
have a fine
natural.
idea as to
Pew.
child. So help me.
But you know that using this is going to take time to study. It's going to be a devotion.
I don't know about that. Child, pass me the staff. I have an idea.
I hesitate. Honestly, you guys could really work on your combat skills. Here you go.
And I take the staff and I hold it. Can you describe this cart, like the interior of? You said it's open air, but like what?
It's the most
Is
simple.
there like a bench?
Yeah, there's a bench at the front, and then there's an open cart section behind it where you could like store boxes and barrels and stuff. That's literally all it is. 2 wooden wheels, and it gets pulled along by the horse at the front.
Okay. And you said that the top kind of looks like a hand grasping like upward, right?
Yeah.
So just below that, well, anyway, so I shakily stand up in the cart, which is still moving.
Mm-hmm. You're like wobbling about a bit.
And I hold the staff, and I'm sort of like clutching my gut as I'm doing this. And then I take the staff in both hands. I raise it above my head, and I smash it as hard as I possibly can on the seat, the edge of the seat. And the point I'm smashing is just below like that sort of grasping part.
I do it.
And the horse jerks forward and startled.
What? Okay. So you're trying to like snap off the hand part?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you hoping happens here? What's your intent?
I'm not a wizard. I'm just I'm not gonna walk around with a staff.
Okay. So you bring the staff down. There's a resounding clang noise as it bangs off of the bench. The horse does startle Florence. You hear it go, like I can't do horse noises. I'm sorry.
That was extremely good.
It would just start running.
That was really good.
It runs forward. It like lifts his feet up, and then it runs forward a bit, starts clopping forward. The cart like increases speed. Esther, you like lose your balance slightly and stumble back and fall into the back of the cart, and the staff lands right next to you, and you see it. You see that when you hit it so hard, it like splintered the wood and broke it. So it snapped it. It didn't snap it completely off, but it definitely splintered the wood and broke it. And then you watch as coming out of the staff itself, you think you see these small green beetles crawling out of the staff, and in a matter of moments they have reknit and refashioned the staff into its original form, and then they bury back into the wood and disappear.
Whoa.
Wow.
I draw the horse back into a moderate pace again.
That was really good, Esther. That was really good. I pat you on the shoulder. Good job.
Yes, another.
What the heck was
As
that?
Oh, I just wanted to show all the great stuff I know. And I sit back down, clutching the staff.
So
Guess
Can you
there's
use
not
it?
much you can do to change that. But you were pretty good at using it up there.
Yeah, because they studied for a second.
That Professor, enough with this studying thing. I don't know.
I'm just
why
saying, you
you're
can't just
so
use this
obsessed with it.
willy-nilly. You can't just like create a storm whenever. You're gonna have to like get precision. It's gonna take practice.
And I'm not going to make a storm or whatever. And what? Do you think I'm just going to walk around with this thing?
Esther's Paleheart, more like Esther's Stormheart. Just think
Wow.
of it. Think of the art you could make. I mean, this could be
It would bring you a lot of
life-changing.
attention. It's kind of iconic to be walking around with the staff.
Iconic to be walking around with the staff of our enemies that is well known and easy to spot at any distance. No, I will be putting this away for later neutralization.
But put a mirror on it.
What?
Maybe you
Put a
could
mirror
adapt
on
it
it.
into something else.
Then you'd love to walk around with it.
Are we not going to talk about the beetles?
At
No,
this point,
why?
I'm just used to beetles popping out of every which way these days.
No, it's like casual Verdanthi staff. It could be nice. It could be helpful.
You don't think they can track us with it? Like
I
it's
think-
safe for us to have,
I
right?
think. Well, it's a great point. That's actually I hadn't even thought of that. I'm just thinking, we could use this.
I don't know if they'll need to track us with it because it'll be clear that we have this weapon of one of their greats. It's a danger to be walking around with this thing. Absolutely not.
What do you think we should do with it then?
Well, word's gonna get
Ugh.
out sooner than or later that Enoch is dead. So if they go looking for the staff and they can't find it, they won't know. They won't know where it came from, unless
should
your
bring it to
little
Anna.
friend up there rats us out.
as you say that, Lily, you all look up and you see, suspiciously enough, 3 eagles soaring through the sky, flying towards Enoch's castle.
Good.
At least
You
they're
want to
not
try
flying
and conjure a
bugs.
storm?
Tell me.
So mean.
No, I'm not going to kill birds. Birds are the friend of all.
No, pretty sure those birds are working against our cause, and maybe this is your first opportunity to put your new toy to work.
Oh, I'm certain. I know in the pits of my heart that those are friends.
I
Imagine the
snatched
songs
this-
about it.
Am I able to use empathy to figure out what those birds are up to, or are they too far away?
I'll just tell you. You've
Oh.
seen Cosmo be attached to Urza. You've seen Rella be attached to her lion Theodore. Like, these are probably other beast servants of other members of Marith's Guard flying to the castle to communicate with Urza.
Okay, I'm gonna snatch the staff back from Esther,
Okay.
and
Assuming
I
Esther
wanna.
allows
You
this.
can wait. Hold on. You can try.
Oh no.
You're still like super wounded. I'm gonna get it easily. Come on, I'm buff.
I think I put my body on top of it.
I'm going
That's
to
impossible.
drive the horses forwards really abruptly and knock you both on your butts.
And I'm
Okay.
gonna snatch it from underneath you
Okay. So
with my stealth. Wait, no, not my stealth. My burglary. I'm gonna burgle it from you.
do we want to resolve this with rolls, or do we want to just have you guys figure out what happens?
Let's just figure out what happens.
Come on, your
Child,
butt
get-
went up in the air, and I grabbed it.
Child,
butt-
get
and I'm
off of me. Do not shoot down those birds with something you don't understand, thus
No,
drawing their
no,
attention to gain the whole
fine.
entire
We
Verdanthi
need to
army.
buy ourselves some time. Just give it to me. Ah!
Some time from what? They're going to speak to Urza, an
Country
ally.
road.
I'll tell you what.
Just-
I'll compel Lily to do this because it's hard enough being a teenager, and I think her getting a fate point would make things super interesting. If Esther's really okay with it, but yeah.
So
I
I
mean,
get a fate
I
point?
mean, you're welcome to continue to try to take it from me.
Okay.
All right. Lily, go ahead and roll physique versus Esther's physique.
No, actually, I would like to roll crafts.
Crafts? Why?
I think I'm gonna activate the staff.
Oh,
Oh, no.
to do what?
I think I'm
You
just
were
gonna
just
like.
sitting on it.
Well, I mean, I mean, like, if you're trying to rip it out from me, I think I'm just gonna like try to. I don't know, like let out like a.
What if I just I could just elbow you in the face, but I'd rather not.
Well, we can see what happens when we roll. I guess is what I'm saying.
What if we both
but
rolled for will? Or physique. I'll go physique.
I think I think I'm gonna try to activate this thing. So.
Oh my God.
Okay, but what are you doing when you activate? Are you hitting her with a lightning bolt? Like, what do you?
No, I think I'm trying to like just make like I don't know, a horrible gust of like really cold wind or something like that.
Okay, all right. To do what? To like blow her off of you?
I think so.
All right. Okay, Lily, what are you doing? What are you gonna try in this contest?
I'm grabbing at it, and I'm using my big new muscles that are growing because I've been so athletic lately. It's just
So good.
pure brute force.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's go with athletics. I think that makes it a fair contest in this case. But it is physique though, right? You're wrestling something away from somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's physique. And then Florence, you can make a drive roll to try to knock them both on their butts. We'll see who succeeds.
Oh, love it. Absolutely.
Okay, let's go, friends.
So
3,
we're all
2.
going.
Yeah.
Wait, what do I have to beat?
You got to get the highest out of all of them.
Oh, good.
So whoever gets the highest is gonna win this.
Lily's winning.
I win.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, unless anybody wants to
What?
spend any fate points.
I mean,
Absolutely
yeah,
not.
I'm totally gonna spend a face point
Oh my gosh. All right.
because what's theirs is mine. And
It was never mine.
gosh,
But it was never mine. But I guess.
I think I mean like this is like it's me staff. Ugh.
It's this staff.
And I think I'm gonna re-roll.
Okay. Oh no.
Love it. I love to see it. Florence is laughing.
Bet you love this.
I hold the staff up into the sky and I'm gonna roll for crafts and I wanna like just give them some mad weather up there. I don't know what I'm doing. So I don't know what I'm trying to do. But I wanna stall the birds.
Okay.
Is
Go
that fair to not know what I'm doing?
No, you got to pick a specific. So the staff is kind of specific. You got to
Okay.
got to pick a specific effect that you're doing.
Okay. I like squint my face
Well-
like really hard and like concentrate and I go thunderstorm.
Okay.
And then I like go into the sky. I'm like really dramatic about it. Because it's all happening. Oh shit. Sorry. I should have waited.
All right. What were you gonna say, Esther?
Nah, nothing. I
Oh.
trust you.
Okay.
I
So
go so fast there's nothing you'd be able to do.
a cold, chilling wind starts to like rush from the staff, Lily, and then you like get underneath Esther just in time, grab it, roll out of the way, throw it back into the air. You're like, power, come to me! And there's a crackle and a roar of thunder, or at least you think there is, that goes through the staff. You hold it up, and just like nothing happens.
It just started raining at my house, so I feel like you did something.
Whoa.
Uh,
Are you sure? Because I got a 5.
Lily, you don't know why, but for some reason the staff is not responding to you.
No. What a waste of a good roll.
All right, you two, stop fighting.
I liked that fight though. That was a good
It was
fight.
funny. It was
Like-
I
funny.
like fighting.
Insane.
with you.
Lily, take a fate point, please, for that, because it's hard enough being a teenager. Please. Is Esther's trouble? Yes, and Esther, you can take a striking vanity as well. Both of you gain fate points for that.
Wow.
All right. We gotta have a scene where
Also-
like we have Lily and Esther reconcile their differences, because it's happened a couple of times now.
It's true.
You bring out my angsty. Also, let's not forget I have the potion.
Yeah, well, according to my notes, Esther has it sewn into a pouch somewhere. But yes,
But I thought I got my coat back.
oh, you did. You did get your coat back. You're right.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I have the
You
potion.
you do have it. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
See, I think it's ideal to have this this team have as many powerful artifacts as possible.
I mean, yeah. So the cart continues down, into the village of Cardine. Everybody's going about their normal everyday business. Nobody really understands what transpired up at the castle, and if Urza has his way, they never will. As the cart is going along, you're riding through town. Florence, where do you want to take them? Do you want to take them back up to Anna and report that mission complete and let's get the heck out of here? Is there anything else you folks want to do?
Begrudgingly, like, hand Esther the staff back after my failure.
Okay.
I begrudgingly, triumphantly smile. Like, God, Esther is so mean.
Esther's so mean, and I love it. Let's go back to Anna. I don't, unless anyone wants more rosewood. Things
My
I'm not-
cloak got ruined, so I do run to the store and get a new one.
Sure, you can purchase a cloak. That's easy enough.
But I make Esther pay for it.
We can do. I don't know how we want to do this, Tony, but either Esther pays for it, or we can say that Lily uses the money that she stole from Esther to pay for it. I don't know. It's not that important, but yeah.
No,
I do
no,
have
no,
a lot
like,
of. I do have that coin purse.
Yeah, you do.
So I could afford to just get one.
But I really like the idea of like Esther being like, fine,
Okay.
and then going cloak shopping with you.
Yay! So we kind of like make amends, like unspoken. Like, you ruined my cloak. I don't get your staff. We're even.
Well, okay, sorry. Hold on. Just to be clear. I like everything that happened. Tony. I think Esther is still a little bit.
Peeved.
Well, anyways, you may be able to detect, or maybe you won't, that Esther is still a little miffed.
I think
Yeah, no, we're always gonna resent each other a little bit.
Oh, I love a makeover.
I think there's definitely a few moments where you folks are looking. Oh, let me ask this, Esther. How long does it take you looking through these country flavored cloaks before you get disgusted with the style that is on offer here?
I think Esther walked into the shop and smelled the shop and like gagged.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I have a try-on montage to "It's a Perfect Day," but they're all just like ragged brown cloaks in like different shades of like brown.
Perfect. Like, if somebody else was there, they'd be like, I don't understand, they're all brown, and you'd be like, no, this is mauve, and this is, I don't know, brown colors, whatever they are. Stove, yeah. All right. Everything situated, new cloak purchased. The group makes their way back up the hill to Anna Zorin. You can see she's taken like a little like cook and camp set out of her carriage, and it's set it up by the hillside, and she has like a fire going. Like, she didn't go down into town or interact with any of the townsfolk there. She just set up camp up here, and she's frying up like a couple of sausages on like a hot plate over the fire when you all come up. She like loads the sausages up onto a plate, and she cuts into one, eats it. So, welcome back. Mission accomplished, I assume.
Mission accomplished.
She like glances over at Esther. Is like, ah, wounded in battle. She points a finger at you. That surprises me, Esther. I didn't think you'd be anywhere near any fighting.
Revel in my glory.
Lily and Florence, I'm happy that you both have. She glances over at Esther, and you all get the sense what she was going to say is keep them in line, but but she stops herself and she says, "I'm glad that we've defeated our adversary. Did Enoch die well?"
He died completely.
Uh,
Well,
I think I throw the arm at to Anna.
The messed up spyglass arm.
yeah.
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 It's like wrapped in the pillowcase.
It clatters to the ground, and she like slowly unwraps the pillowcase and goes, "Oh, whoa, oh, okay." She like gathers it up and brings it into the cart immediately. And it's like, well, at least you got rid of that piece of evidence. Comes back outside. Are we ready to head back to Chandler?
We
I
are
think
ready.
I need some answers first.
She stares at you.
I run through the whole ghost Enoch body situation.
You explain that to Anna?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you make of all this? What is this?
She furrows her eyebrows. That's troubling. Honestly, I don't know. I can pass it along to other Hands of Death chapters. We can get them involved with it, see if any of our researchers can pull anything together for it. The next few Verdanthi are the very difficult ones. Enoch and Catherine were somewhat removed from their sources of power. Enoch slightly less so, but Marith, Joel, and Ophelia will all be rather ingratiated into their own inner circles. Drawing them out and dealing with them will be not an easy task. We're going to have to use the other members of the Hands of Death to pull this off. She scratches her chin. I can ask them about what you saw. It sounds similar to things that the Church of the Verdant use. I'll see if I can get any answers.
Yeah, could be kind of important considering he almost came back to life after we killed him. So,
Well, his ghost returned, and then he was going to possess a different... I see what you mean, she says. She pauses for a minute. I wonder if any of the other Verdanthi have set up similar failsafes. Have you found any evidence that might suggest that that could be the case?
we were about to, but unfortunately, Esther had other plans. So
We now have a truce with Ursa, the beast tamer.
The wolf? As in
Yes.
the main political maneuverer for Marith?
Yes.
A truce? What sort of truce?
We will still steer clear of each other, and that will be that. Perhaps, when the time is necessary, we may make use of him against Marith specifically.
He offered to flip.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
She is taken aback. She says, "Well, Esther, I don't know what to say. That is actually incredibly impressive. Wow." She looks completely stunned. And she says, "How did you manage that?"
I'll regale you with all my adventures later.
Yes,
Ugh.
plenty to talk about on the ride back, and you need to get that wound looked at. All right. Yes. Well, shall we set off?
Let's set off.
You all climb aboard the carriage. Anna climbs aboard as well. And with that, the Hands of Death turn away from Enoch's town and ride off into the sunset to return to Chandler and plan their next moves.
One more horse, please.
One more horse?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go. He did the hooves.
That was really good.
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I have two questions. My first to my compatriots: how can we make horses appear in the campaign as much as possible from now on?
You guys
And
are
two,
evil.
did did we tell Anazorn or any of the other Hands of Death about the laboratory that was found in the bookshop?
No, we haven't.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think you did.
I think that might be okay.
I think that might be okay.
It depends. But that is a poignant question she asks if any other Verdanthi have set up failsafes to bring themselves back to life. If the Parakinesis research can be extrapolated upon, that might be the case. So, all right. With that in mind, I think we'll call it there for today. And we'll pick up on the 20th of January because I got to have time to prep out all the next stuff.
I have a thought too.
Yes.
I guess since I'm like I was really like hell bent on drinking that potion and asking my question, but I think I like having been distracted by like the activities, I kind of feel settled like, and I'm talking about Lily. She feels settled to like wait till the time is right, and I guess I'm asking or seeing if you want to just compel me to do that when the time is right, or if I should just hold on to it.
You should drink the potion and ask your question at any time.
Okay. Because I definitely intend on doing that.
Do you know what question you're going to ask?
Yes.
What question?
I think I want to. Well, okay. I haven't figured out the exact wording, but I think I'm going to ask what, like, I want to remember what happened to me before I had amnesia.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
That's completely fair. You can drink the potion and remember next time. In fact, that'll be a great scene to kick it off.
Cool.
And it might change a lot, so we'll see what happens.
Yay.
Esther, I added the staff to your sheet. It's bugging out for some reason, but you should see Sky Splitter on there now, as well as its defined abilities if you open it up with edit.
Okay. Thank you. I am going to try to figure out what I want to do with that exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Sky Splitter. Holy fuck.
It just periodically appears. That's a weird bug. Anyway, to all our audience members, thank you so much for watching us today. Appreciate you all stopping by. We'll be back on the 20th of January to continue the campaign. Hope you come back then. And until then, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Bye, everybody. Happy New Year. See you in 2024. Let me just find somebody to raid here, and then we'll get out. The lollygaggers are up. Let's go watch some Call of Cthulhu.
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
I'm the only one of me. Baby, that's a fun of me.
Oh, we're going to get DMCA'd.
Oops. I mean, doop, 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 doop. That's my own song. Meow. Meow.
All right.
Knots in each one of those
wow,
lines.
great.
So there's like a